Good afternoon and welcome to the Robert Bigot Theatre. My name is Peter Casey. I'm the middle school principal. Thank you for joining us today for the Moving On ceremony for the class of 2028. Let's thank Ms. Sasha and our fantastic students of Ivy, Avdi, Dola, and Parnica for putting together that fantastic slideshow. Our goal today is to provide everyone with a safe and memorable experience today. So we want to point out the emergency exits at the bottom of the theater and also at the top of the stairs. And as we prepare to welcome the class of 2028, I'd like to let you know that we have hired professional photographers to take photos as Mr. Woodward and I present each student with their certificate of completion of middle school as students walk onto the stage. We ask that you remain seated for the procession. The photos will be shared shortly after the ceremony. So, without any further ado, please welcome the class of 2028. We'll now take our full group photo. So class of 2028, if you can just have a look up to the balcony. I would ask everyone to now please stand for the Malaysian National Anthem, Negara Ku, performed by the 7th and 8th grade choir and arranged by and conducted by Mr. Christensen. Class of 2028, you may be seated. Parents, PTA members, faculty, guests of ISKL, and those tuning in from around the world, and the class of 2028. Welcome to the 8th grade Moving On ceremony. Class of 2028, completing middle school is a rite of passage and an important step in your educational journey. This ceremony is our opportunity to bid you farewell as you continue on your journey into high school. We will have a variety of students speak, perform, and some shout-outs here and there. But not everyone will hear their name today. And for any omissions or mispronunciations, I apologize in advance. Today is not about individual achievement, but rather a celebration of the class of 2028. Students, I want you to remember that you did not make this journey alone. Throughout elementary school, and more recently in middle school, your teachers have supported you every step of the way. They have worked extremely hard and given selflessly of themselves to help you succeed. At this moment, I ask our teachers stand. Students and parents, please join me in acknowledging our dedicated and caring teachers with a round of applause. Students, you also owe your parents a debt of gratitude for all they have done. Your parents have faced many challenges throughout your middle school years as well, whether supporting you through the pandemic years, or helping you as you transitioned to a new country or school while they navigated their new work and living environments. Please remember that through your time in middle school, your parents have made sacrifices and done a great deal to support you. So students, Please find your parents in the audience. Make eye contact with them now. Give them a heart, a wave, or a thumbs up. And then all of you give them a round of applause for the patience, encouragement, and unwavering support they've given you these past 3 years. I'm pleased to introduce one of the middle school's greatest supporters, our head of school, Mr. Badani. Please take the stage and say a few words to the class of 2028.
Thank you, Mr. Casey, and good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to our students, to our family, friends. This significant milestone. You're transitioning from middle school to high school, and transitions are both emotional experiences and important ones as well. This moment not only marks the end of the middle school journey, but the beginning of the high school journey. You are surrounded by a community that believes in you. Your parents, your friends, your teachers, your staff. You worked incredibly hard this year to be where you are now, and we couldn't be prouder of you and your achievement. This year has been transformative for you, not only in terms of your academic learning, but also your personal growth and understanding of the importance of being a member of a community. You are engaged in a variety of activities. You have been engaged in a variety of activities in classroom, outside classroom, athletics, performances, arts, Malaysia Week, and academic challenges, and many more. The list is huge. Reflecting on your time in the middle school, you've accomplished a great deal and contributed to making this school a vibrant, dynamic place. Your presence has enriched the lives of those around you, and we know that both Mr. Casey and Mr. Woodward and all your teachers will miss you. As you look forward to high school, you are stepping into a world of opportunities, even more opportunities than what you currently have. You will gain greater independence, embrace new opportunities and responsibilities, and continue to discover passions and interests that will guide you. It's natural to feel a little bit anxious, but remember that Mr. Farrington and Ms. Devendorf are waiting for you. And you are ready, and they will support you and guide you along your journey in the high school. We have confidence in your ability to excel and making the most of every opportunity that comes your way. Your journey ahead is filled with potential, and you have the power to make a positive impact on yourself, on others, and the world around you. Take this summer to relax, recharge, and come back to grade 9 with a sense of excitement, curiosity, and readiness for the adventures that lie ahead. Mr. Farrington and all our high school team are eager to welcome you and to support you. For those who are leaving us at the end of this school year, you will be missed. We know you will be successful. We are confident you will do great things no matter where you go. Please carry the Panther spirit with you, and we wish you all the best. Congratulations to each of you, and thank you.
It takes an exceptional leader and a special person to lead a school like ISKL. Thank you, Mr. Madani, for the thoughtful words she shared today. We'll now have our choral selection performed by the 7th and 8th grade choir, again led by Mr. Christensen. They'll be singing Crowded Table by the High Women.
hold my hand when you need to let go. I can be a mountain when you feel the valley low. I can be a street light showing you the way home.
You can hold my hand when you need to let go.
Thank you, choir, and especially Mr. Christensen. Mr. Christensen will leave us after 15 years of service to our music department and to ISKL. This was his last of hundreds of performances. Please give one more round of applause to Mr. Christensen. We will continue our ceremony by presenting the Robert B. Goss Citizenship Award. I'd like to introduce Mr. Doug Woodward, our middle school assistant principal, and our PTA representative, Ms. Joanna Miller, to please come to the stage to present this award.
Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Casey, but more importantly, thank you, class of 2028. Wow, you look amazing. And congratulations. So proud of you and what an honor. I also have the privilege and the honor of getting to introduce today the Robert B. Goss Citizenship Award. And this is an award that is a part of ISKL's tradition, part of the fabric of who we are and what we do, going back to, well, this is going to date me, 1981, which maybe is even before some of your parents were born, which makes me feel a little bit old. But this tradition of 4 decades and even more than that is because of our Parent-Teacher Association. And a big thanks to Joanna Meller and many of the parents in this room for their dedication and contributions in so many ways, including keeping this legacy. It's also very much part of who we are at ISKL. Citizenship is embedded in our mission statement to inspire learners to shape each and every one of your paths as global citizens. So we know that's true for every one of you. And it's worth sharing some background both about this award as well as the process. And one thing about recognition and awards in the middle school is we truly believe that we want to celebrate and find chances when each and every one of you are doing amazing things. And we know, or at least we hope, each one of you have received some postcards sent by your teachers, by Mr. Casey, myself, your counselors. And if you haven't, parents, do check those mailboxes or that old thing called snail mail. And we can catch you doing amazing things, and we can recognize so many ways that citizenship is part of what each and every one of you do. Ms. Joanna Miller is here to share a little bit about this award and some of the details.
Hello. As a representative of the ISKL Parent-Teacher Association, it is my privilege to introduce the Robert B. Goss Citizenship Award. The Robert B. Goss Award, sponsored by the PTA, is intended for students who demonstrate exemplary citizenship. This award is given to one student at each grade level. Please note that academic or athletic accomplishments are not criteria for this award. The intent of the PTA is to recognize students who contribute to ISKL in a positive way, but may not have the opportunity to be recognized in another form. The criteria for this award is as follows. Nominee exemplifies the international aspect of the school. The student interacts in a positive way with and shows appreciation for cultures other than their own. Nominee demonstrates courtesy to teachers, staff, and fellow students, and shows a respect for the rights of others. Nominee demonstrates a positive attitude and willingness to support in-classroom and extracurricular projects and activities. The nominee is gracious in dealing with success as well as disappointment. A recipient may only receive this award one time during their time at ISKL.
Thank you so much, Ms. Miller. That's the what of the award. A little bit of background about the how before we get into it, because so many of your names have come up out of the process, and you may never know it. It starts with nominations where the teachers, the counselors, the adults in the building catch you doing amazing things. And more than 100 students were nominated as part of that process. It then goes before many of the teachers who know you the best, the 8th grade team, to try to narrow it down, even though so many of you do so many excellent things. And then finally it goes to all the faculty, all the coaches, all the adults who've been part of your lives, to try to get a short list of just 3 or 4 of the finalists. And then in one of the most special faculty meetings of the year, we get to talk about you and many of the ways you have touched our lives. Some of that generally and some of that specifically. And it's a testament that citizenship is part of who you are and what you do. Though we'll recognize one recipient, it's true for each and every one of you. Yeah, that word recipient, language matters. And much like the Academy Awards, there's not a winner because we know there's all winners up here, and there is one recipient today. When we think of this year's recipient of the Robert B. Goss Citizenship Award, so much comes to mind. Teachers have used lots of adjectives like outstanding, positive, consistent, self-motivated, warm, remarkable, respectful, responsible, engaged, kind. The list goes on. Teachers also did something amazing. They combined adjectives with nouns. And they said positive attitude, strong collaborator, growth mindset, risk taker, extraordinary individual. Well, when we think of this criteria of citizenship, we see a lot of alignment with this individual. One teacher wrote how this person, quote, embodies qualities of compassion, integrity, and thoughtfulness that are truly commendable. Another teacher just commented about just how polite this individual is. You know, teachers often ask the students how they are, and this student asks me how I am and really wants to know and waits and listens. Wow, this teacher commented. Well, Ms. Miller commented on those 4 criteria. Well, one of them is courtesy and respect, and if you had those listening ears, you heard one of those adjectives, respectful, which is very much a part of this person's identity. 8th graders and all of us as humans want to be connected. We want to feel part of a group. Who do we belong to? And some of that happens in classes, who we work with and how we support others. And then in middle school and throughout all our lives, sometimes it takes a bit of courage to break into or reach out to another friend group and interact with them. And this is something that really describes this individual, sometimes going out of a comfort zone to try to make connections with others. And it's not just in the classroom, it's also in the hallways, on the fields, on the sports activities. One teacher said this person, quote, radiates warmth, kindness, and gentleness, always displaying genuine care for those around. Well, success and disappointment was another criteria. We all are faced with challenges in our lives, and some we take in stride, and some knock us off, and they can be really difficult to manage. That's just part of being human. One word that came up over and over again was perseverance. This teacher said he has demonstrated resilience and determination in overcoming obstacles. One reason for this, among many, is a willingness and a desire to improve, to take feedback, to use it, and to grow and make himself better. While support for in-class and co-curricular activities, the list of involvements in co-curricular activities is quite long. Some art, some cooking, basketball, football, or do you call it soccer? Drama, music. Observing interactions in these activities, one teacher commented, quote, his unwavering commitment to fairness and integrity reflects his admirable character. 2 of his many great loves, says Ms. Baxter, include art and football. And he's found some pretty cool ways to bring those 2 together, including working with others, design pretty cool and innovative jersey designs for teams all over the world. We talked about support. Well, another noteworthy thing is how you, the 8th graders, interact with the rest of the middle school. Yes, including 6th graders. Yeah, you were once that small. And sometimes the word leadership comes up because we see each and every one of you showing leadership to 7th and 6th graders. But this teacher said, you know, it's more than leadership. It's mentorship. And with a small group of 6th grade boys, he's really taken them under his wing. Not just setting an example, but supporting them and mentoring them with that genuine care that looks for each and every individual. Well, international aspect was the 4th and final criterion. Perhaps most appropriately, we at ISKL are an international school set here in this magical, wonderful country of Malaysia. And one teacher said, yeah, he exemplifies the ISKL mission statement. He's from the fabulous country of Malaysia. He embodies so many ideals of friendship, hospitality, kindness, and genuine care and concern for others. Truly, we are richer thanks to his contributions to our community. It's my privilege and honor to recognize this year's recipient from the class of 2028. We know him as Zarif, Mohammed Zarif Ahmed Hakimi.
Congratulations again, Zarf. You're an outstanding representative for this class and deserving of this recognition. I'd like to thank the entire PTA for sponsoring this award and for all the incredible work the PTA has done throughout the year through its fundraising efforts and its community building efforts. So, we will continue. As we know, students have been engaged in learning right till the end of the year, and perhaps one of the most challenging assignments they've had occurred this past week. We have asked our 8th grade students to summarize their year in just 6 words. So here is a selection of their 6-word memoirs.
There's a legend that Ernest Hemingway was once challenged to write a story with only 6 words. He wrote, "For sale, baby shoes, never worn." From that, the 6-word story was born. 8th graders were challenged to capture a moment or something they learned during their time in middle school in a 6-word memoir. Here is an anonymous sampling of some of our reflections. Please note that the readers may or may not be reading their own 6-word memoirs.
We started our journey as inexperienced 6th graders and learned a lot about middle school as we moved up the grades.
Lunch? Bottle? Bag?
Time does not wait for you.
Meeting plus is the same as meeting minus.
Win time is just short recess.
Collaborate constructively in all the classes.
I learned more about human nature.
Start with nervousness, end with calm.
The last year of middle school was full of fun, but it also pushed us to our limits.
Time management, yet to be discovered.
Wait, that was homework?
I'll just do it later. Said yesterday.
Social battery on low power mode.
On stage, messed up, but fun.
Deadline tomorrow. Work starts at midnight.
Rock bottom? Hey, I like climbing.
The challenge of school was always eased by having our friends nearby.
I made friends without speaking English.
Friendships forward, dreams ignited, lessons learned.
Jetty jumping into the world of mermaids.
Now, we're ready for high school, with a few nuggets of wisdom tucked into our back pockets.
Please don't forget to wear deodorant.
Change isn't bad. It's just different.
The answer to life is Google.
Dip your toes in all colors.
Motion, to move to high school.
And that's the final word from the class of 2028.
Thank you, 8th grade students, for your poetic insights and your experiences this year. Hard to believe that you could be kept to just 6 words, but well done. At ISKL, we prioritize our students' social and emotional learning. While every teacher takes a personal interest in their students, our counselors ensure that each student has their specific academic and social and emotional needs met. Ms. Ferrento has been supporting this class through their ups and downs in 8th grade. So I now invite Ms. Ferrento to take the stage to share a few words with the class of 2028.
Dear class of 2028, congratulations. On behalf of your teachers, administrators, families, and other cheerleaders who have been on your side throughout this exciting journey, I would like to formally congratulate you during today's Moving On celebration. Ari Penkovici once said, "Graduation is only a concept. In real life, every day you graduate. Graduation is a process that goes on until the last day of your life. It's important to keep learning from everything, your successes, failures, and everything in between. Although it may be easier to think of graduation as a marker of success, it's also a signifier of transition, change, and ultimately growth. You will encounter roadblocks and setbacks in high school and beyond that will challenge you, confuse you, infuriate you, but also motivate you. Not just for the shiny diploma and the chance to walk across the stage for applause, but the opportunity to showcase how you have persevered through difficulties and grown through challenges. Keep learning from every setback alongside every success, because you can always reflect on what an experience can teach you, even if you think it's negative at the time. Keep learning from people who have championed your efforts and people who have challenged your thinking. Keep learning from classes that you find easy and classes that you find difficult. Keep learning from your hard-earned wins as well as your humbling mistakes. Keep learning. However, this lifelong process of trial and error does not come easily. Will Rogers once said, "The road to success is dotted with many tempting parking spaces." Don't lose sight of your goals, whatever they may be. They are all valid and important, as long as they hold value to you. At times, it might seem too exhausting to carry on, and schoolwork and extracurriculars might feel like a daunting load to bear. In these moments, it's important to remember that you have the strength within you to see your goals through to the end. It's also perfectly okay for your goals to shift and change over time. As long as you remain optimistic, focused, and proactive, I know that each and every one of you has what it takes to forge your own path to success. According to Albert Einstein, life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Change is an inevitable part of life, and even though it can be scary or uncertain at times, it will always teach you something valuable about yourself. Be open to these challenges, stay kind to yourself and to others, and remember you can and will achieve great things. It has been my honor to be your counselor this past school year, and I wish you all the best as you move on to high school. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Ferrento, for those thoughtful words and for supporting and guiding this group for the past year. Before introducing the class of 2028 to their new high school principal, Mr. Farrington, I want to recognize all these students by the year they joined ISKL, as each has contributed regardless of how long they've been here. So let's take a moment and recognize this group year by year. As I call the grade you joined ISKL, please stand and be recognized. If you joined ISKL in grade 8, please stand. You may be seated. If you joined ISKL in grade 7, please stand. If you joined ISKL in grade 5, please grade 6, please stand. If you joined ISKL in grade 5, please stand. If you joined ISKL in grade 4, please stand. If you joined ISKL in grade 3, please stand. If you joined ISKL in grade 2, please stand. If you joined ISKL in grade 1, please stand. If you joined ISKL in Prep Senior, please stand. If you joined ISKL in Prep Junior, please stand. And if you joined ISKL in Prep Reception, please stand. Hopefully have many students well on their way to being lifers at ISKL. And finally, if you're leaving at the end of this school year, please stand. We are so sad to see you go, and we wish you all the best in your next location. We hope you think fondly of your time at ISKL, and remember, you're always part of this family. Once a Panther, always a Panther. So today I'm honored to introduce the class of 2028 to their high school principal, Mr. Farrington. This is a moment I truly cherish because it's the one time of year when I'm guaranteed that all 171 students in 8th grade will actually sit and listen to me at one time. As we stand on the brink of this significant transition, I wanted to reflect on their journey through 8th grade and share some of my observations and provide some final bits of advice for the future before I officially hand them over to you, Mr. Farrington. Our class of 2028 is unique in many ways. Firstly, this is the largest class in the history of ISKL, with 171 students. 171 students representing 39 nationalities. They are the last of our pandemic babies, having endured a challenging start to their middle school experience with online learning and limited sports opportunities for after-school activities. And their Malaysia Week adventure was only a 2-night trip to the nest. With many students joining us throughout 7th and 8th grade, we've witnessed incredible growth in a number of their academic and social numbers, as well as their academic and social development throughout their time in middle school. So let's take a moment and reflect on a great year. From the first day that you walked through the gates in front of Minim on August 9th, you were overjoyed to physically reconnect with your friends. And once you started, you quickly began to notice the differences between 7th and 8th grade regarding expectations. Not only were you required to do more, but you also started to hear the term role models being directed at you more often. 8th grade put you at the top of the middle school hierarchy, and with that came expectations. Along with being the largest class in ISKL history, your teachers, coaches, counselors have commented on this being an extremely talented group in so many ways. Your humanities teachers shared that this group was composed of many strong readers and writers who loved the art of the written word. Tiny, Anaya, Ara, Ian were keen to indulge in the literary challenges presented by the humanities teachers, diving into thought-provoking topics like migration, And our avid readers like Sissy, Ellen, Sakura, Jing, Sarah, Mingni tackled Shakespeare and voraciously consumed literature on their own time, and some in multiple languages. Many EAL students exited the EAP program this year due to their hard work and dedication to learning English. Mr. Farrington, we are sending you a math cohort like no other. Our mathematicians crave the challenges presented by their math teachers. Mandy, Claire, Elias, Jacob, Ara, Yishuan, Sung-Hu, and others went above and beyond to challenge themselves by pitting themselves against top math students in a variety of different math competitions and consistently achieving incredible results. Our students worked through the complexities of chemical reactions, physics, and forces of motion, particularly at Sunway Lagoon. And Yiming and Jiyu found joy in diving into the collaborative methodologies of a scientist. The music department touted this group as musically gifted and wholeheartedly committed to the program. Adi made the saxophone sing, and Lily and Amy and Emily and Hannah could make the flute ensemble seem like the coolest group in middle school. And Kyan and Minjun and Leo became leaders in the strings program, while Hina, Ray, and Rico have been a part of the IPYO since 6th grade. Our world language teachers marveled at your growth as your fluency as second language learners increased dramatically in all languages, with several of you now learning your third language. And Beisho, Anja, Ishwan, Harper, Diana, and Keon made huge progress in their respective languages. From the athletic side, you had great moments this year as well, with huge numbers of athletes demonstrating their perseverance in training both before and after school to ensure that we were at our best for the international and local competitions we participated in. And there were many. Colin, Rayan, Han, Himina, Waka ruled the volleyball courts, and Xavier and Karshung and Sakura and Jing were put in the hard work in track and field. Jonathan and Karshun and Leo and Hanaya couldn't get enough basketball. Maxime and Noah and Alexa and Avni and Yori and Leonore represented well on the soccer pitch both here in KL and in Phuket. And our swimmers set new records and won U15 division at Ames. QB, Chloe, Antonio, Ivy, and Danya were dedicated swim members, and I would often see them in the morning scrambling up the stairs from the pool with their hair soaking wet trying to get to home group on time. The rugby boys, Adam, Ravi, Nathan, James, rocked and mauled their way through a fantastic rugby season, while Kelly, Sarah, and Cherry and hosts of others led our talented touch girls in Jakarta and Ames tournaments. Brady and William, Amir and Julian and Mon all tackled the world's toughest challenges in MUN as impressive stateswomen and statesmen. And Ms. Peters, Madam Blake commented on how some of our student leaders, including Hannah, Amy, Sissy, Livy, Angela, guided our school and supported many initiatives along the way, like setting up the chill room, creating home group session, and organizing great spirit events and parties. And of course, we have been so impressed with the many incredible works of art created this year by our art, dance, and drama students. Nadia, Gabriel, Raima, CY were incredible in our production of the adaptation of the Malaysian story, The Weight of Our Sky. And our fabulous art students, including Ella, Mila, and Dola, created beautiful sketches, paintings, and sculptures that currently adorn our hallways and lobbies around the school. Our publications class, which has been led by Parnika for the last 2 years, showcased their talent and hard work by creating a stunning yearbook. And of course, our fabulous dance leaders, Bombi, Kenzie, Ji-yoon, and a host of others kept a small army of dancers moving all year and entertained us in countless shows. And who would have thought that Ariel and Zarv would be so skillful and creative to design and sew beautiful aprons and Project Runway? And of course, who could forget Guan's legendary rock star performance in assemblies? During Malaysia Week, you became the leaders that we all hoped you would be, wearing that heavy mantle of role model once again as you hiked and biked and camped and rafted your way around peninsular Malaysia. You experienced the importance of your responsibility as student leaders in supporting younger students, and it was beautiful to see. Of course, there's so much to share about this group, but time is of the essence. So which leads me to this question. So what's the learning we hope that you take with you from middle school? It's pretty simple for me. The realization that you can be resilient in all aspects of your life. We have all come to recognize that in the post-pandemic era, there's a rise in teenage anxiety across the globe. Your 8th grade experiences have surely been marked with challenging moments where you felt lost, disillusioned, or like an outsider in your own school, friend group, or even family. This is an important but difficult part of the middle school experience and can produce feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. But it can also help us understand what we value, who we are, and who we want to be. We learn through experiencing and overcoming social, physical, and academic challenges. The point is, we've seen resilience and perseverance from all of you in one way or another this year. You should feel confident that with the support, you can overcome these challenges in high school as you did in middle school. Going forward into middle school, embrace the opportunity to start fresh and realize that some of your current unproductive habits, i.e. sneaking onto the elevator, gaming in class, or jumping on one another in a massive dog pile of bodies in common spaces, just not going to cut it in high school. You are ready for the next level of responsibility, so take the resilience you've learned in middle school with you and leave the social drama and the tomfoolery behind. Your high school years will fly by, so worry less about what people think of you and be all in all the time. Many of us adults might look back at our high school years with some regret about opportunities lost because we were too afraid to try new things. Have no regrets. Read, write, debate, calculate, experiment, bump, set, dribble, shoot, tackle, swim, play, sing, paint, act, question, focus, laugh, and dream for the next 4 years. And most of all, continue to be inclusive and kind. Follow your passions and remember you have the agency to be who you want to be, and surround yourself with those who make you feel like your most authentic self. Never be too shy or self-conscious to link up arm in arm and sing Jingle Bells at the top of your lungs in a holiday sing-along. Or dance with your friends morning, noon, and night. Always keep cheering on your schoolmates and be a proud Panther that bleeds ISKL gold no matter where you go. Your time has come and it'll be an epic ride. We have given you the opportunity to experience many things in your middle school, in your time in middle school. Similar to planting seeds in a garden, we watered them with support and encouragement, and we've seen your passion start to grow. We're excited to see them both bloom, in high school, and you're ready for what lies ahead. Congratulations, class of 2028. We believe in you. We are proud of you, and we can't wait to see all the amazing things that you will achieve. And with that, I invite Mr. Farrington to the stage to officially welcome you to high school.
I am exceptionally pleased to be here today to welcome you to high school officially. You are a tremendous group, not because you are the largest generation, the largest class ever in the history of ISKL, but of all the accolades that Mr. Casey just reminded you about this particular group. You are a remarkable group. We can't wait for you to arrive to high school. You are ready. You are ready. We know this because of the fantastic teachers that you have in grade 8. They know how to prepare you so that you will be successful when you get to high school. We know that you are arriving to teachers who have done this before. Last week we sent 132 graduates from grade 12 on to the next steps in their careers as learners. And 4 years ago, those are the same group of kids that Mr. Casey and Mr. Woodward and the teachers in middle school sent along for their 9th grade year. So this is demonstrated success. We are ready for you, but more importantly, you are ready for high school. And some of you may be a little nervous, as Ms. Florento said, a little anxious. Some of you may be done with middle school and ready to get into high school already. And some of you may be sitting there wondering, when does my holiday start? Very shortly, I assure you. But I do have one challenge for you. As you think about high school going forward, as you are relaxing over the summer for that well-deserved break, we would like to position you when you arrive into high school thinking that your presence in high school makes this place better. The days that you are absent, this school is not as good because you are not here. We want you to hold that belief when you come to high school. We want you to understand that when you have an interaction with another peer in high school, they leave that interaction lifted, feeling valued, feeling supported, feeling better about themselves because of that interaction with you. That's what our challenge is for you. We want you to come into high school and help us make ISKL better because of your presence. Welcome, class of grade 8.
Thank you, Mr. Farrington. I know these students will thrive in high school regardless of where they may be. So we just missed our photo at the beginning because the doors were locked. So we're going to quickly take our photo now. Yep, so just going to have class of 2028, can you please stand? And just band members, just come and stand in alongside and we'll take our photo. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to give this class one final opportunity to connect as a group. I turn the stage over to the class of 2028 to perform The Best Day of My Life by American authors. Students, take it away.
Hello.
I had a dream so big and loud. I jumped so high, I touched the clouds. Oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I stretched my hands out to the sky. We danced with monsters through the night. Oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I'm never gonna look back. No, never gonna give it up. No, please don't wake me now. It's gonna be the best day of my life. My life. It's gonna be the best day of my life. My life. I hauled at the moon with friends, and then the sun came crashing in. Oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. But all the possibilities, no limits, just epiphanies. Oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I'm never gonna look back. Oh, never gonna give it up. No, just don't wake me now. It's gonna be the best day of my life. My life. It's gonna be the best day of my life. My life. I hear it calling outside my window. I feel it in my soul. The stars were burning so bright, the sun was on till midnight. I say we lose control.
Thank you, performers. This concludes our ceremony today. I thank you all for coming and invite you to join us outside the theater for a reception and more pictures. Students, please collect your certificates. Mr. Madani, parents, PTA members, faculty, students, and honored guests of ISKL, the class of 2028 has now officially moved on. Good luck in high school. Leah Hyder.